Okay, the thunder and lightning has stopped and we didn't get rained on. So happy, ridiculously good Perry Mondays. Thumbs up. Sitting out here, end of July on the balcony. Look at that. It almost rained on us, but it hasn't quite. Blue skies. So to my left, the three books that you really want if you're interested in a geeky way about Perry. So you've got Pollard's, in brackets, Ray Williams, Pear's book from the 1960s. Really good example of all of the Pear trees which were around then, documented, some of them which hadn't been put down in writing before, others which were kind of examples of Pear trees which were popular in the late 1800s, still just about around in the UK in the 1960s. Then you've got Charles Martel's the Gloucestershire Pomona series Pears, came out in the early noughties. Charles then, in those kind of like intervening 40-50 years since this book, went around, rediscovered loads of those varieties which had subsequently been lost in that time. And then it came out last year, the year before, Adam Wells' brilliant Perry, A Drinker's Guide book, which is the most up-to-date and expansive book on Perry, not just in the UK, but around the globe, that you can get at the moment. These books are great for named varieties, drinking styles, production styles, everything like that. And then today we have a Perry from Rossomai called, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Saycells. No, it's not the Seychelles, Saycells. I'm going to need some help on this, otherwise I'll have Barry saying, what did I say for the rootstock before? Kirchenschale. I've said it wrong again. Anyway, Saycell's unknown Perry pear. It's a Perry pear. It's high in acidity and tannin, but it's not one that immediately features in any of these books. Not to say that it isn't a named variety. It may have got lost, or it may be a chance seedling. They did another bottling last year before, called Speckled Russet, which was another unknown Perry pear, I think from the same farmer, in fact. Yeah, it was DNA tested. This one came back unknown, not matching. The Speckled Russet, I don't think was DNA tested and just didn't match anything that they'd seen before. So this is super exciting that for £4 to £5 you can take a punt on a tree which maybe is 200 years old, has outseen the last 3 to 4 generations of all of our families, and is still producing fruit and is getting turned into Perry in 2025. So I'll crack it open. I like to hiss. Get this lovely, slightly peachy apricot-y hue to it. Like with many Perrys, there's a hiss, but it's not super effervescent. This is I think I've gone back to this bottle about 3 or 4 times since I found it. Why do I like it? It's got a bolshy load of tannin in it and astringency. You can see the tannin kind of clumping together at the bottom. That was floating in the bottle earlier on when it was at room temperature, and I've cold crashed it. I've left it in the fridge all day. I'll take a sip. And for anyone that thinks Perry has to just taste like pear drops or those kind of high notes, this is the complete other end, in a similar family to flaky bark, but not quite as violently astringent as that. But it's lovely. It's got a really good mouthfeel, really good texture, and the fact that it's an unknown Perry pear, that really floats my boat on a ridiculously good Perry Mondays. So if you can find it, I think it may still be on sale directly from Ross Cider. Cat in the Glass have some. I think Chris at Cork and Crown have some. Seek it out. It's worth a punt at £4 to £5. And yeah, you're doing your bit to ensure these trees don't get cut down and the farmer still wants to provide fruit to a Perry maker. Cool. Cheers.